Joe Burrow, injury. Bengals quarterback downgraded to out for NFL Week 2 game vs Jaguars. Cincinnati. Cincinnati Bengals, by the way, quarterback Joe Burrow suffered a left injury actually during the second quarter of the team's home opening NFL Week 2 game against the Jacksonville Jaguars at Paycor Stadium. And the Bengals, by the way, announced that Burrow's, by the way, return is questionable, and he was downgraded to out during the third quarter. And Burrow, by the way, remained down after a hit and removed his helmet. And the medical personnel evaluated Burrow, and the star quarterback walked with some assistance to the sideline to the blue medical tent for further evaluation. What happened for Burrow? Burrow, by the way, went to the locker room a short time later, and with 7-4 time left in the first half. And he couldn't appear, by the way, to put any weight on his injured lower leg. And after the game, by the way, head coach Zac Taylor offered no new information and suggested that a timetable, by the way, timetable for Burrow's return is to be determined. And Burrow, by the way, left the locker room on crutches with a boot on his left foot. And Burrow also, by the way, was replaced during the game by backup Jack Burrow, and who lead the team's game-winning drive. And the front of Burrow's, by the way, left cleat stuck in the turf when he was falling to the ground on the play during which he was injured. And Burrow, by the way, was using a one-legged scooter to get to the MRI room, according to Fox 19 Joe Denneman. And Burrow, by the way, who finished the 2024 season as a league leader, by the way, in the passing yards and touchdown passes, was sacked for a 17-yard loss during the first quarter and brought down later on a scary horse collar tackle by the Commanders' Dietrich Wise Jr. And before he left, by the way, the Bengals NFL preseason game against Washington, ESPN channel, by the way, Jason Kelsey questioned the Bengals for allowing the hits, and Burrow was evaluated, by the way, for a concussion during the Bengals Week 18 win against the Pittsburgh Steelers in January during a win in Dallas. And Burrow, by the way, was injured after his face mask was grabbed and twisted by Cowboys Rocky Marist, and the injury, by the way, didn't force Burrow out of the game. And the NFL announced it would consider employing, by the way, replay assistance for face mask infractions during a win in Dallas. And Burrow was injured after his face mask and was grabbed, by the way, and twisted by Cowboys Rocky Marist Lufo. And the injury didn't force. By the way, Burrow out of the game. And 2 days later, the NFL announced it would consider employing replay assistance for face mask infractions during a Week 10 loss to Baltimore. And the Ravens' Marlon Humphrey wasn't penalized for hitting Burrow, by the way, late. In addition, Ravens, by the way, defense lineman, by the way, Nilmadi Mudiboyk grabbed Burrow's face mask, by the way, but wasn't penalized during a Week 9 when against the Raiders. Burrow had bleeding below his ear after a hit after the whistle by Max Crosby. And the Raiders, by the way, defensive end was fined $11,255 for the hit. Burrow was evaluated for a concussion during the fourth quarter of the NFL Week 6 when against the Giants. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and decorate. Thank you so much, my friends. Goodbye.